I went through the first heartache I've ever really went through, and I channeled all my pain and I turned it into purpose.
Thank God I'm breathing, and I pray don't take me soon, cause I am here for a reason. Sometimes in my tears I drown.
Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Forever Juna. I'm in a little different backdrop. I'm downstairs in my living room right now, but basically I just left my photo shoot, and I'm sure later on you guys are going to see clips throughout the video, but basically I'm just announcing that I wrote a poetry book. Now this poetry book that I wrote, it's called Hidden Layers of Love. It's called Hidden Layers of Love, and I wrote it, oh that's me, I wrote it because I was going through one of the darkest times in my life. It was around 2017, 2018, and I'm not really vocal on when I go through things. I kind of just bottle up everything. But yeah, my entire life I've been doing poetry. I'm a writer, and so for me it's easier for me to just write down how I'm feeling. And when I was going through this dark time, I couldn't write. Like, I couldn't do anything. And it's not, I'm not gonna bash the people that were in the situation. I'm not gonna do that, but I did write down how I felt, you know, during the situation. So basically, long story short, I was in my first relationship, you know, like my very first serious relationship. And if you know how that feels, you know, like that's like serious. Girl, I thought I was in love, honey. I was like, I'm gonna war for you, like, love me, I love you, you know. And it just didn't work out that way, and it's nothing against him. We were just young, we were growing up. But yeah, I went through the first heartache I've ever really went through, and I channeled all my pain and I turned it into purpose. And I wrote about the layers of love that I went through. Basically, you know, it was good. I wrote about when it was good. I wrote about when things started happening. I wrote about when we were done, and then I wrote about the growth that I went through afterwards. And I feel like so many people can relate to the poems that are in this book. I wrote like 300 poems, and I cut it down to like 60, my best 60, you know. And it's nothing, it's just the fact that so many women go through heartbreak and then growth is just crazy. But I honestly, I'm not upset, I'm not angry. I just feel like so many people go through heartache, and I just felt like for me to just keep these poems to myself wouldn't be fair. And so I wrote this poetry book just to basically let other, you know, people in my situation know that it's okay to hurt, it's okay to heal, and it's okay to move on. Now, with that being said, I also, during that same, you know, time of the breakup, I lost some close friends. And so there's some poems in there too that are just kind of like me getting through the situation when me feeling alone, you know, because usually, you know, when you're going through a breakup, you lean on your best girlfriends. I didn't have that. I was legit by myself, and I was like, ugh, I'm sick of this. I was just so like depressed. I was lonely. I couldn't figure out how to get over it, like. And I think that's when I started going to God, which I should have been doing, you know, but that's when I started going to God. And that's when my healing and my growth process started. And I felt like it took a while for me to get there, but I felt like everything that happened to me happened for a reason, and everything that happened to them happened for a reason, you know. Like, I'm not gonna sit here and, you know, cast blame. I'm not gonna be like, F that man, you know, F that guy. Like, I would never do that, because I feel like it's still a respect factor there, you know. It was just a lot of hurt and pain in between. So yeah, so when I wrote this book, I self-published it. And let me tell you about self-publishing, okay? I will never ever do it again. I went through Lulu publishing website where I could self-publish, and I'm not gonna bash them, I'm not, but it's just the fact that I'll just never do it again. And if you've been through Lulu's website, the self-publishing site, you'll understand. It's just the pricing and things, it's just weird. It's just weird. But yeah, So it's on Lulu's website, it's on Amazon, and it's on Barnes & Noble, and I'm very grateful for that. I just can't believe little me is a published poetry author. And I remember, let me tell y'all something. I remember when I was in high school, okay? I went to Paseo Academy of Performing Arts, okay? Paseo Academy of Fine and Performing Arts. I had to audition to get in. In my audition, when I had auditioned, it was for creative writing. And to audition, you had to have had, I think, 3 different papers and a sheet full of like resumes. I mean, a sheet full of poetry. So I've been doing poetry my whole life. So when I went into Paseo and of course I got in, my professor, my teacher, I'm not gonna say his name, but I know if y'all went to Paseo, you know exactly who I'm talking about, okay? He always got on us on our poetry, and he was like, oh, this isn't good, you gotta do this, you gotta do that, you gotta do that. And one day I was like, you know what, let me prove this man wrong. So I just like shut out the entire room, I shut out the entire world, and I wrote the best poetry he's ever seen, to the point where he Googled it to see if I plagiarized. Excuse me? Plagiarism is not me, okay? Do you understand that? Hey, your work is your work, my work is mine, okay? But no, like, I just remember looking at this man when I graduated, and he was just like, the way he was to us, it was basically like, okay, you're never gonna amount to anything, you're not gonna do this, you're not gonna do that. I said, okay, great, thank you. Wrote a poetry book. My college advisor, he was like, your writing skills could be better. I said, okay. In the process of finishing my first novel, don't play with me, don't do it, because you count me out. I want that, count me out, because when I pop up, it's gonna be a different story. So continue to count me out, please. I would love to see it continue. Let me calm down. Y'all don't understand. If y'all went to Paseo, you know exactly who I'm talking about. That man was so bitter. I did want you guys to see some behind the scenes footage of me at the photo shoot. So I'm gonna insert some clips here.
This is amazing. Yes. Little Omi. My niece took that picture. Oh my gosh, it was like so last minute. I just needed to send a picture. I took that with my phone.
Bro, I'm gonna cry.
Girl, you're so extra.
No, you extra. Look at your ass writing books and shit. Like.
I can't be serious.
In the middle of a pandemic, she decides to sneeze.
Okay, first and foremost, I just want to thank Isiah. She's one of the best photographers in Kansas City. Book her right now. I'm gonna leave her link in the description box because she's just the GOAT, period. Anyways, first of all, I just want you to know Isiah is the GOAT. Like, she's hilarious. Like, she's like the GOAT. I really hope you guys can relate to it. I really poured my heart and my soul into each poem, and I kind of just opened myself up a little bit, and I'm not used to doing that. I haven't been used to doing that in a while. And so yeah, I'm a published author. That's crazy. I love you guys. I thank you for watching me, and I really hope you guys like the book. Please let me know. Leave a comment if you guys bought it, because I really don't know, like I didn't really write it for people to buy. I just wrote it for people to hear me, or to relate, or to know that they're not by themselves. So for you guys to just sit there and buy it, it's just gonna warm my heart. Like, I'm not joking. Like I'm speechless. And there's plenty more to come. There's plenty more to come. But yeah, that's crazy. Thank you guys.
I'm here for a reason. Sometimes in my tears I drown, but I never let it get me down. So what negativity